Chad Olson.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to it.
Thank you for having me. This is exciting. Taking over the Bremerton Sockeyes and trying to build up a hockey community here and just try to help Bremerton hockey in general.
Yeah, I want to know about youth hockey. I want to know about what goes on, because all I really pay attention to for the most part is NHL.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Like Kraken fan, and just realizing Bremerton's got a hockey team. Me and my wife were like, "What? Let's go to some games."
Totally.
She sent me the schedule, and we were like, "All right, let's try to go to some games." And then here we are talking to you.
Here we are. And it works out.
Brand new coach, brand new GM.
Yep.
So what's your day-to-day? What's your week like as you're leading into the season?
Getting everything going. So pretty much right now it's just been recruiting our players and just trying to get our right fit guys to come into Bremerton to be part of the community. Like for me, the biggest thing is bringing in guys that want to be involved with community service. Like we've already signed up to work with the Kids at Humane Society, where every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. we're going to be walking all their dogs, running their dogs. So like for us as being in the community, we're going to be at the schools. We're going to be at that local like elementary schools on the first day of school, welcoming the kids to campus, wearing our jerseys, all that kind of stuff. So like for us in the recruiting process, it's trying to get guys 16 through 20 years old that want to be part of that, right? Not every person wants to do that, but for us it's crucial, like building the community based in hopes of the fans wanting to show up and support us too.
Yeah. So let's get into Bremerton Sockeyes and the league that you guys are part of, the age group. Totally. I don't know anything, so
totally.
Please
The Bremerton Sockeyes are made up of players 16 through 20 years old, kind of from all over the world. Like on our roster this year, we'll have 5 kids from Finland, kid from Norway, kid from Denmark, a couple kids from Russia, kids from the U.S., a couple kids from Bremerton. So 30 players from kind of all over the world, and then we play in a league called the USPHL Premier, United States Premier Hockey League, and started in like 2012 probably. But now there's like 110 teams nationwide, spanning from literally Bellingham to Quebec. So luckily we don't have to travel to Quebec, but kind of anywhere in between. Pretty much every state has a couple teams, and we're fortunate enough where like we have a team called the Seattle Totems in Mount Lake Terrace, right across the water from us. Team in Bellingham, team in Medford, Oregon, and then McCall, Idaho. That's kind of our division.
Medford. Are they a rival?
I wouldn't say
not yet.
Not yet.
I got some homies in Medford.
No, there we go. Shout out to Medford. I used to call it Medford, to be honest.
Medford.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Medford. All right.
Oh yeah. That's
so you're not from here though.
I'm not.
Where are you from?
Originally from LA area, Valencia, California, and then moved up here actually in 2017 to coach the team called the Seattle Totems. Across the water, the rivals. It's gonna end up being that way. We're both gonna be good clubs, and I learned a lot on my time there, and it's time to move on. And went down to Lake Tahoe and had a good time down there, and it's time to come back home. So definitely call myself a Washingtonian now, but yeah, I've been here on and off for like 11 years.
Nice. Welcome back. Welcome to Bremerton.
Thank you.
So Bremerton Ice Arena has been around quite a while. I've been in there. I've been skating there, ice skating, and I don't think I've seen any games there though. Like, I know the Sockeyes have been around 2 years. There's been some teams that have been going, but I feel like maybe it was a little too soon. Sometimes you just arrive in the market too soon, and maybe now is the time.
Yeah, now it's definitely the iron's definitely hot right now, especially with the Kraken and the fan base that they've kind of built. And then, like, honestly, the Bremerton Ice Center, they have been around for a long time, but the last couple of years, they've really been a figure skating rink, I should say. Like, their figure skating program, like, shout out to their Bremerton figure skating program, because they actually are pretty legit and have, like, some females and males in there that are Olympic bound and stuff like that, right? So they've definitely kind of been more of a figure skating rink in the past, and luckily now they want to kind of make it both. So the youth hockey, they probably have 120 kids in their youth hockey association. The issue is there's just obviously no like close team to Bremerton. Like the closest team is going to be Tacoma. So no matter what, they're traveling 45 minutes an hour, no matter what. So that's kind of the disadvantage where
for the younger kids.
Yeah, for the younger than 16. Yeah. The younger kids, and then like the non-advanced, like 16 and through 18-year-olds, because they do have like a rec program, I guess if you want to call it something like that.
Yeah.
Over at the Bremerton Ice Center too. So, but yeah, hopefully with what we're trying to do and everything, and trying to involve the community and doing more fan environment stuff at our games, and not just having it just be the hockey game that no one knows about, that there's even a hockey team or 95% of people I've talked to since I've been up here have no idea there's even a rink, to be honest with you.
Right.
And so it's building that and just getting our guys out in the community so then they could actually see our guys' faces and then want to come support them.
Yeah.
And just get them through the door.
I mean, I started following you guys on Instagram.
Yeah, that's the easiest way.
And I see, you're signing players, and you're signing players from all over, like you were saying. And you got a local guy.
Yep.
Aiden Smart.
Yeah, Aiden Smart's from Bremerton, and then we also have a kid named Keegan Kazawick. I'm going to butcher his last name. But
those all sound like sports names,
yeah,
right?
it's a total hockey name. But Keegan's actually from Bremerton. His dad was a fire chief here for a long time. And then he's actually going to be the captain of our team, so kind of a local hometown hero type of situation. And yeah, rep the Bremerton. So
excellent, that's great.
He's number 94. You'll see him all over the ice this year. He's a pretty good player. So
cool.
I'm excited to have him. To be honest with you, it was kind of fell into my lap. So it wasn't nothing that I did to get him. I guess I shouldn't say that, but.
Just you came to Bremerton, you took a chance.
It just worked out, and I didn't even know he was from here. And
so let's talk more about hockey and what it takes to build a team, because you guys are when the season starts in October, right?
Yeah, so first game's going to be October 3rd, but actually our training camp, everything starts in September. So September 3rd is going to be our first actual team practice.
Okay.
And then September 12th and 13th we're going to have preseason games at home.
Great.
Free the public. All you have to do is bring canned food good.
Okay.
Get in for free.
Bring a can of food.
Yep.
Get in for free.
Get in for free. Donate to food bank.
So practice starts September. So you have a month basically to.
Yeah. So the first skate will be September 3rd, and then we'll have preseason September 13th or 12th and 13th, and then our first regular season game is going to be September 19th, but that's in McCall, Idaho.
Okay.
And then we go down to Medford the following weekend.
So with practice, is there any open calls? Like NFL's all right, come on,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd love it if we packed the place for training camp. That would be awesome. Anyone could come watch. I don't care.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches sometimes don't want that to happen because they're embarrassed with the roster. Come on, come see what's up. Please come see what's up.
It is different nowadays because back in the day, if you're in a band, you're not showing people your new song until it's ready to go and it's perfect. But now you can kind of hey, you like this, what I'm doing? And you just get people kind of invested in it, a little more emotional investment.
Mm-hmm. And then they get to see the process develop too, right?
And how hard you're working. All right, they need our support. Mm-hmm. They're working so hard. We're going to have a great season. Let's go. Yeah, you get it pumped up. I mean, we have to have that community in order to succeed in anything in life, I think.
Amen.
And so the Sockeyes need that.
Amen. Yeah, totally, 1,000%. And I think with what we're trying to do, I really think that we're going to be able to help the city and just I shouldn't say give hope, but give something to do on a Friday, Saturday night. Because, I mean, there's stuff to do here, but let's be real, there's not too much to do.
It would be cool to have a local team that
something
people
that
actually cared about. Yeah,
exactly. It's cool to go to high school football, but at the same time, if you've been in high school for 20 years, I don't really want to go watch a high school football game. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I've never brought myself back to it because I haven't had a kid that's in high school yet.
Exactly.
So we'll see. But but yeah, I agree. I think something for everybody in the community, and for me, being into punk rock, being into live music, being into the counterculture, got into skateboarding, all of that, snowboarding. I love hockey because it is a punk rock sport.
Totally,
people
1,000%.
get bloody. The emotions run high, and it's a family sport. Amen. because families get into it, not just the dad, not just the mom. It's the kids, everybody,
everyone,
and that's what's happening to my family.
Yep. Once it's in your blood, it's impossible to get out.
Yeah.
I've tried many times to get it out.
So far, we're just fans and we just watch. But, we'll see what happens with Rose.
Well, you got to start playing, man. Honestly, there's nothing like it. Now's the best time to start. I tell everyone.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get on some skates. I'll get you skates. I'll get you gear. I'll get all of it. We'll go out and play.
Management, is this cool? What? No.
No, they'll let it happen.
Yeah.
It's exercise.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Well, I'll have to film that too.
Yeah, we will film that. That'd be hilarious. That'd actually be really funny.
Yeah, actually, you're not wrong. I've skated a few times. Like I said, I've actually skated at Bremerton Arena, but not played hockey there. I've only played hockey once. Talked about it on the last podcast with Stuck. And he was talking about how he hooked me up with all the gear, and I didn't even know him yet because it was his friend that was bringing us out. But it was not easy. Even if you can skate, it's you're chewing gum and walking at the same time. But that's why I think when you watch announcers in hockey games, and they talk about the skating ability, and to actually go out there and try it, you realize, wow, okay, this isn't
a whole different level. Yeah.
And
then the guys that you see on TV, you're like, oh, I could do that. It's not even
they
close.
make it look easy.
They make it look so easy. It's not even close.
But I fell down, I didn't crack my head on the ice, but I fell down hard.
You smacked it though. You felt it.
Yeah.
And you felt it for 3 days after.
Ooh. It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. So yeah, anyway, if I come back out, I will wear proper
I got you. We got
padding.
Yeah. You got everything. Come out for
wear
practice.
a sumo suit.
Well, one of the games will have you drop the ceremonial puck drop anyway. So every Friday, Saturday night, we're gonna have someone from the local community, whether the mayor, you, fire chief, a vet, whoever it may be, come out and drop the puck.
You heard it, mayor status.
Mayor status, here. Straight up.
Punk rock has come a long way.
Mayor does have opening night, so you could have the night after though.
There you
go. Hey, mayor to punk rock, that's
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Not on the 2025 bingo card, but we'll take it.
Excellent. I'll take it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we have to kick and scream every chance we get. So, but we will. We'll do it.
No, I love it. I think it would be super cool to get you guys out. Obviously, I have to talk to management.
Yes, of course.
But get you guys out to do a little shindig during intermission, because we have 2 intermissions, and then we're trying to do like a pregame. I wouldn't call it like a tailgate. I mean, I'd love to call it tailgate, but Bremerton Ice Center, I'm not calling it a tailgate. I promise you. But if you guys want to tailgate in YMCA parking lot all day long.
Yeah.
They already said it's all good.
Awesome.
Just not in the Bremerton Ice.
There's a skate park right there.
It's literally right there.
Yeah.
You could look at it.
It's
but
cool.
We'll have like food trucks. We're gonna try to make it a vibe for sure.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean, Bremerton needs something like that. You know,
we need something to do.
Yeah.
It's not even for family, for all ages. Like I want it to be where a kid at the elementary school comes home on a Friday night and be like, Mom, Dad, the Sockeyes were at class day reading to us. I want to go to the game tonight. And then Dad's like, hell yeah, let's go to the game. And then little, Sally's 12 years old. She's like, I want to go to the game. And then Mom's all about it. Like that's how you actually like build the hockey community. And then one day that kid's going to want to play hockey. And then that's how you develop it. Like
Absolutely.
That's the vision, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Absolutely.
We did it in Tahoe, and we're going to do it here.
Let's get it rolling.
Yep.
So do you nowadays, because it's 2025 and beyond, do you have to change that strategy a little bit as far as how you communicate to the people, to the community?
Yeah, I mean, social media is a huge way of doing it for sure. I'm still all about like the guerrilla marketing still. Like when you're actually out there, people
talking,
are seeing it,
face to face.
Every single person put stickers on walls, put posters everywhere. Like during training camp, we're gonna print out 200 schedule posters, place them all over town.
I think that works when you're talking local.
Yeah.
You don't need every hockey fan in the world.
No.
You need every hockey fan in this town.
Yeah. And I don't even want the hockey fans. Like I want the non-hockey fans.
Right, sure.
I want the people that have never seen hockey in their life. Honestly, I want them to walk in that building and be hooked. Because I know what it's like to fall in love with the game. I've watched my 19-month-old son fall in love with the game and skating and the whole thing, crying when Zamboni comes on the ice, knowing it's time to get off the ice. Like seeing that and having people fall in love with the game is, I think, like I shouldn't say purpose, but like, I feel like that's deep in my soul.
That drives you.
Totally, just grow the game.
My wife is who you want then, because she became a hockey fan right away, but never before, and really doesn't like sports at all.
And that a lot of the times that's how it happens too. It's like people that have never wanted to watch football, baseball, anything like that, and then they're hooked. They're pounding on the glass, having their $3 beers. You know what I mean? It's a vibe, and that's what it's. Honestly, we're trying to make it a party. Like let's just call a spade. Yeah, trying to make it a party in there.
I mean, it's not that much different than like going to a show, like a live show, to see a band, because that's what I do. But like when you put on a show, you want people to have a good time. It's a party. It's a night out. It's a memory they're making.
They're spending money to come to your event.
Yeah, and when they're with whoever they're with, it's like, okay, it wouldn't have been the same if it was like other people. It was like you kind of solidify those relationships when you have those experiences, and that happens with families.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. And
I love it.
That's for us. And same thing with like how we build our team. And like, I think the biggest way I coach too, and like with my guys, is like, I just try to give them the greatest experience, right? Because at the end of the day, like win, lose, or draw, like obviously the wins matter, losses matter, like all that matters. But like like personally, like between obviously it's a podcast, but like if we lost every single game all year, which would never happen, But if we lost
Don't say that.
knock on wood.
Yeah.
But if we lost every single game all year and our guys worked hard and grew as individuals, as on the ice and off the ice, and became better people and like involved in the community and like all in on it, and we still lost, I don't care.
Yeah.
I did my job.
Yeah.
We made them better.
Right.
So
And you have
that's to me
room for growth always.
Luckily my teams win. So that's
Yeah, there you go. Well, you know, it's like anybody, humans, we need reps. We need chances to fail and without realizing you're gone and you can't ever try again. You know what I mean? So like I think that's definitely what drives people in sports, and it's what drives me in music. Like I don't write a song and then I'm like usually done with it. I'll write it, I'll fix it, I'll like scrutinize a lyric or two. A lot of times it's like perfect, but no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, then you look at it, you're like,
I mess it up.
Yeah,
but same with playing live. You know, it's like we have to practice to rehearse, you know, to do those songs. And you would think, you've been doing it for 30 years. You'd be surprised. Like if we haven't done a song in like a couple months, I'll be like, what was the lyric to that?
How often do you guys, so like what is your preparation like that for a live show?
Live show, probably practice at least 4 to 5 times before a show within 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
The whole set list that you guys are in?
Yeah, the set list we're doing. Cool. And if we have more time than that, even better. Cool. But usually we're putting in new parts, we're putting in transitions, we're trying to figure out an intro for the show. Yep. So it's not just playing the songs. No, totally. And so if we were just playing the songs without the show part, it would be probably just a little easier, just faster. We wouldn't have to think as much. All right, just do that.
And I don't think people realize how big of, even same thing with like in the hockey industry or like what we do, same thing in showbiz, like it is literally the show. Like showbiz is a thing, like that showbiz baby with the little sparkle hands, right? Like that's a real thing.
Yeah.
If you don't have the show within the show, like what do you have? And that's what we're trying to build in Bremerton. Like the show, obviously the game is going to be the main event or however you want to call it, but we want to have that show within the show.
Within the show.
Yeah, literally. It matters.
Yeah, it does.
A million percent.
It's all part of it. You know, you have your playlist or your blueprint, you know, and sometimes things don't go right, but you still have it. Yep. You still have the intention of putting on a good show.
How often when you guys are doing a live show, do you guys audible on a song?
I mean, not as often as we used to, but we definitely do. We'll do live streams sometimes, and we'll do full sections of just requests. Cool. And people can request, and you know, we can still kind of pick and choose, like out of all the requests, what to do.
Yeah.
But and there was actually a couple tours where we were doing requests, which is insane because most bands don't do that.
Yeah, not
but we don't play to a click or anything, so we can switch things up, we can move things around. Usually when that happens, it's because one of us didn't see the proper song on the set list, like skipped over it and started the next one. Like, I guess we're doing this one.
You're like, oh fuck, that's my bad.
That happens.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Totally. How often does that actually happen?
Not that often.
Yeah.
Not that often.
Like once on tour?
Once or twice. Yeah, once or twice every year, maybe something like that.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys are going to be getting started up around the same time we are. Our first shows are in September. We did some shows earlier this year, but we've been pretty much dormant all summer.
Nice.
And so we're like kind of gearing up, and you guys are going to be practicing same time we're going to be practicing. Cool. You know, we'll be getting our set ready. You'll be getting your game plan ready.
Yeah, literally.
So
where's the first show?
Our first show is in Bend, Oregon.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Love Bend.
Taking it to the road. Bend, Oregon, then Boise, Idaho. And then we actually do go to Quebec City and Montreal in October.
Nice. We'll be that's super cool.
Great hockey town, great punk rock town.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So how far do you guys go, you think, on your schedule
longest
this
travel?
year?
So our longest one, so the way that our division's kind of set up, so we're in the Northwest Division, the USPHL Premier. And so in our division, there's 9 teams, but we're separated into like 2 different pods. So like we'll go to Vernal, Utah, which is a 22-hour bus ride. We'll go to Las Vegas, which is a fucking 22 also hour bus ride. But we go on a long trip in December. We'll pretty much be gone from December 5th, 6th through like the 21st. And we're going to be going to Denver, Colorado, Craig, Colorado, Vernal, Utah, and then Vegas, and then coming back.
You guys drive or fly?
So luckily, shout out to our team owner.
Okay.
Shout out to Andy Eustace, the team owner. We're actually going to be flying to Denver and then busing from Denver to Craig, which is like 3 hours, and then 90 minutes in between from Vernal to Craig. So luckily not too crazy, and then flying from Denver back to Vegas.
Nice.
And then Vegas back here.
Nice. That's basically what we do too. When we go and do shows, if it's close enough, we'll fly out and then we'll drive to the next one and so on. And then
most of the time, most teams bus everywhere.
Yeah.
And like when I was at the Seattle Totems, we would bus to Vernal twice a year, and that's 24 hours each way. And I've bused to El Paso, Texas. Right. Like it's crazy.
That's insane. Do you guys go straight through when you drive?
Straight.
So everybody just sleeps in the seat.
You just cuddle up and do your thing, and have a couple bus drivers on the bus, and you stop when the bus needs gas or diesel, and that's when you get off, and that's it.
It's wild to realize that there's like different worlds out there that are not music and not touring like I tour, but you're going through the same struggles, same sort of like, okay, not enough sleep because we have to get up early because we have to get there, and it's just constant travel and constant waiting around to get on the bus or to get on the plane,
checking in the hotels, checking in the flights.
Yeah,
we have 30 guys, right? And all their gear, and then the equipment bag and skate sharpener and all that stuff, and then my staff, we have 3 people on our staff, right? So it's just like when we mob with 33 people deep, right?
That's a lot.
On the road trips, the road trips are a lot of fun, and I love the road trips, but they're a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Guess who's responsible for all those fuckers? You're looking at them, right?
Yeah.
Like if
it's stressful, huh?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I got stories for days about stupid kids.
Well, what's the craziest thing that's happened on a trip?
Forgetting someone behind 3.5 hours away.
Did they have a cell phone they could call?
So it was a European player, and we stopped at a truck stop outside of Utah, outside of like Ogden, Utah. I guess it was closer to Salt Lake, and we were heading back towards Seattle, and he didn't check back in, and it was late at night, and we had to turn around and go get him.
Dang.
Luckily, someone pulled up, and he had no signal, but he had his phone. So he was a European player, literally 0 signal. Someone pulled up to use the restroom, asked if he could use their phone, called me, and we're 3 hours the other way.
Wow.
I had no idea he was anyone on the bus.
I can't believe you actually answered the call, like unknown.
What is this Utah number?
Spam.
Yeah, literally.
Right.
That was before all the crazy spam calls.
Right.
That was like 2018. 2018.
God, wow.
But
that's cool.
That was a pretty
that's happened to us too.
Yeah,
so everything that's happened to you is probably
I'm sure. Kids get in trouble at TSA, and just all of it.
Yeah.
Because we have 16 through 20-year-olds, right? And kind of from all different walks of life. Some of them grow up in families that are, rich as fuck, like, which is called a spade. And some people grow up where they're working for literally everything that they have and working 2 jobs where they're coming to play, just to play. And so sometimes you have a pretty unique situation of the difference of cultures, and just then you add in the European players and different cultures, or even like the Russians or people from the Ukraine. And I've had Israeli players, I've had kids from Denmark, Poland, kind of everywhere, Ireland, New Zealand. So it's just like you have all these different cultures and trying to figure out how to get it all together.
That's pretty cool, man. To me, that spells legitimacy when you're bringing players in from all over, internationally, and you have people from Bremerton as well. Like it feels good to me without having seen anything, of course. But what's the situation like for players that are coming in and can't afford to live? I mean,
so pretty much how we do it is they're called billet families or host families.
Yeah.
So we have a billet coordinator who's in charge. Like, her job for our organization is to find host families. Most of them are from our youth hockey association, but host families that want to house their kids for $500 a month, and that covers your food, which obviously we all know $500 a month doesn't cover food.
Right.
And then that's supposed to cover a room too, which we all know. Bremerton, Seattle, Washington area, $500 for a room and board is nothing. So like the kids are getting a deal for sure. So like we're looking for families that are with it for the love or like wanting to help someone out. I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of the time, that's why it is like youth hockey families that want to do it, because they already have a kid that's in the youth hockey association. Like, they could look up to him or whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, it's hard to find people outside of the hockey community that want to open up their house to people that are from all over.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, it's not something that people that aren't involved in sports are used to, I think.
Totally.
I used to play soccer when I was a kid, and we did like an exchange. I went to Canada for a weekend. You know, it wasn't that long really, but in the same deal, they came over to our, and so I get that, and it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, you just got to spread the word, I guess, and hopefully people can have some extra space. Maybe they need like extra 500, but they've got like way too much food or something.
Totally, yeah. Because in that 500, you have to provide their food too.
Yeah.
And there's obviously like I lived in a billet when I played way back when, and they literally broke it down to $30. It was $300 a month then. So that's dating my age a little bit, but $300 a month then, and my billet dad literally broke it down to $10 a day.
Whoa.
Yeah. Uncrustables and cup of noodles, baby.
Here you go. Yeah, it's the contract.
Yeah, literally, that's what it was. But so like most of the time, the families, like, we really try to weed it out and make sure people aren't doing it for because
the nickel and diming type.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because you have the crazy stories where there's host families that have like 9 kids. Obviously not with us. I would never allow that. But there's other places that I've heard and seen and been around actually that have like 8 kids living in a house, and 8 times $500. That's someone's mortgage.
Yeah. Wow.
Insane. Yeah, if you think about that,
All right, I'm gonna have to.
No, I was gonna say I'll give you the billet coordinator's number right after this. There's that room over there.
You get more than one. All right.
Yeah, you could get 3. You could get 5. You could raffle them off.
The things people will do not to just be legitimately good at what they do. Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We try really hard to weed out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of the time it's pretty
This easy. Audience, we got a great audience. I mean, there's a few duds. I'm sure you're out there, but it's a good audience.
Hey, there's a dud everywhere. Right?
Yes, always, right?
That's just how it goes. That's life. But then you hang out and you find the cool motherfuckers. And then that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's how life works.
Excellent.
But yeah, we definitely are looking. Actually, we've done Elise is our billet coordinator. She's done a really good job of finding a couple more host families. For a minute, it was getting a little eerie because last year they only had like 17 players in the team, and this year we have 32.
So you need a couple more this year. Still looking for a few more.
Yeah, we're looking for like 2 more beds, or like a spot for 2 more people. But we should. We actually have a billet meeting tonight over in Port Orchard, and there's a new couple that's coming, and that's probably going to take 2. So
you should talk to Bill from Smokestack.
Oh,
it's a local publication. I would say a punk rock rag kind of thing.
Cool,
but. I think it's great locally because they literally list any event that's going on in the area.
That's great to know.
And they'll even post it like Bremerton, Silver, it's really cool. And it's free. It's called Smokestack.
Smokestack.
Yeah, you can get it over at Manette Saloon or a lot of the kind of local businesses will have it.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, no one said anything.
Yeah, anytime I wanted to actually know what's going on in the community, I'll check out Smokestack. And I think they probably have an online version as well. Yeah.
Very good to know. Yeah, you said Bill?
Bill, yeah. Bill Man.
Bill Man.
Bill Man. Just
Bill Man's the man.
Bill Man's the man.
I like it. Bill Man, I'm coming for you. We'll see you soon, Bill.
That's right. And there's some Bremerton guys around here. I think there's a few other podcasts that are pretty big actually. Like, cool. I just don't necessarily know what they're called, but I run into people now and again. Yeah. And there's comedians around here. I mean, there is a community of creatives, and I think sports doesn't usually kind of rub elbows with creatives as much, but hockey, it kind of just...
We're trying to blend that all together. I'm trying to blend it with punk rock. I'm trying to blend it with the Navy. I'm trying to blend it with the Humane Society, the vet, all of it.
Absolutely.
One size fits all.
Yeah. We can all come together. I think that's something that I've learned maybe even just this year is I actually get along with so many different kinds of people.
It's wild, right?
It is wild.
It's especially like when you find someone from call it a clique, right? We'll just call it a clique. From a different clique, and you're like, oh, that's a cool motherfucker. Like, I could get down with that.
Yeah.
Right? Like all about it. That's fun. That's what life's about to me.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, Bremerton Sockeyes. What else do we need to know? I know we talked a lot. We talked about billets. We talked about the season opener. We talked about the mayor's going to be there. Did you say yes already?
Yeah, you did. He was there last year.
He knows how to work.
He knows.
He's a worker. He's he's
smart.
He's chasing dreams.
Yeah, you got it. If you're the mayor, you got to chase dreams, and then you got to break them too, right?
Yeah,
that's part of it.
I guess that happens.
You can't be a position of power and not have people pissed off.
As a punk rocker, it's interesting for me. Punk rocker. I mean, it's silly to say that. I'm an adult. I'm a person, but I'm a community member as well, but I'm a musician, and I traditionally I'm very reticent to trust government and
totally.
that. But at some point you got to just like actually when you can talk to them face to face
and see that they're a real person.
From then on, then I'm going to give. Then it's up to them to break my heart. I'm not going to be mad preemptively.
Yeah, no, it's good.
There's my politics on local stuff.
Yeah, amen. I'm with it. Yeah, no, the mayor said he's already going to be out there, so I'm looking forward to that. And then you're going to be the next game after the mayor. So
I hope so.
Mayor of the punk rock, like we made it, baby. I don't know how else to say that, but yeah, we're definitely going to be trying to hook up with the Navy more. And a couple years ago, they had a team called the West Island Admirals, named obviously for the Navy. They didn't really do too much with
the community,
and then they ended up like not winning a game, and they were brutal, to be honest with you. But
that's probably why they didn't reach out. They're like,
we don't want to disappoint you.
Yeah,
but no, we're definitely trying to do like a big Navy night and military night and everything like that. And definitely,
that'd be great.
Like it works out. Our play-by-play guy actually works over at the gym for the Navy, so we're gonna try to get linked up with like all the kids for the Navy and offer them free tickets for the season and kind of stuff like that.
Are you going to have goal music? Like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah. No, please. We're literally looking for like a MC too. And literally on my way over here, I was like,
probably not me, but I got a couple ideas. People I know.
We have a guy named Bill McLaughlin, and he's been there forever. He's a great guy. So he's going to still call like the penalties and stuff like that. But we have a wireless mic, and I really want to get it like in the crowd.
Yeah.
Because they have those the aluminum benches there, and like literally just one tap on it, it's so loud. Like you get 200 people tapping on it. Yeah, totally. You can do, but we just have to have someone with. Not that he doesn't have energy, because for Bill, you have so much energy, and I love you. I straight up do. You're an awesome dude. I've known him for a long time, but we need someone like in the actual like fan base, like getting in there and like doing the gritty with someone. You know what I mean, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then Bill's going to be in his perch and
post those clips on your Instagram.
No, totally. It matters. Like that's what we're trying to do, is build that environment. And that's social media is a huge way, because obviously like if your social media is king, right? At the end of the day, if your social media looks good, people want to see what's up.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have whack social media, no one's going to come to your game.
Yeah. Look at Seattle Kraken. I mean, they've done a great job, and it's an NHL. They've got obviously a huge budget, but they really do go into the community in Seattle and make it happen, and they're there, and I feel like we can just we can do that here in Bremerton.
And
I'm already part of it. Like, what's up?
He's part of the fan, man. What do you mean? You already got the hat and all. You're ready to rumble. You're ready to roll. Hell yeah. But no, like that's the biggest thing with the Kraken too. Like, let's call a spade a spade. They haven't made play. They made playoff one time in 6 years, 5 years. What has been? Like,
right.
My Wi-Fi name is literally Fire
Everybody just
Francis.
went, ooh.
No, it's a fact. My Wi-Fi name. You could come to my house. My
Last year was not fun.
Not at all. My Wi-Fi handle name is Fire Ron Francis. Like straight up, at my house. Like. And then they promoted the whatever. I
don't even know who that is.
But he's the old GM. Well, now he got
promoted.
He got promoted somehow, some way. I'm a Kraken fan from
this hockey team.
Game. Yeah, this hockey team. But like, the Kraken have done so poor in their hockey actual play, and they still sell out games, and people still talk about them because of their social media and of them getting out in the community and having the video of the bear almost eating the player, which everyone's seen, and like all this kind of stuff, and having a ridiculous mascot walking around. That's what the hell is that thing?
Yeah.
But like, people love it, and the teams have been so bad. I'll go on record saying that they've been bad. Like, it is what it is. They have been bad. Numbers don't lie. And so people still love them because they're out there in the community doing shit.
Yep. It's like my Seahawks.
Literally.
I've been a Seahawks fan before they ever won.
Yep.
And I was, it is what it is. It's been very frustrating for a lot of years, but you finally, and when it happens, it's so glorious, and that's why we're fans.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. But they set the groundwork of being in the community and having the fan base 12. You see 12 everywhere. That didn't happen overnight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it takes time to build that. And, like, luckily the Kraken are doing that. And hopefully they could have a better, like, winning percentage team and actually do something in playoffs. Like, yeah, it's awesome they made playoffs, but where's that been? How did we go backwards? Let's go forwards. Mm-hmm. You're paid to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
and is that usually the GM decisions and the way they use the players? And
well, I mean, a lot of it comes down to the coach, but the coach is scapegoat. I mean, the players got to perform. Obviously, they're making $5-6 million a year. They got to perform. But at the end of the day, the GM assembles the team, and if guys aren't performing, it's time to go.
Right.
How you're in a business to win.
Do they still have enforcers in hockey nowadays? Not really. No. That's kind of a old school thing.
So lame. We'll have a.
Why is that lame? That they don't?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's
so
part of the.
That's part of the game.
Okay, good.
I'll go on record and say I believe fighting belongs in hockey.
Yeah.
Till the day I don't.
It's it's like the most human sport in a way.
Amen. Well, and the biggest thing that polices itself, and everyone will say the same thing, but I've seen it firsthand from when I started coaching to now, where we used to have 3-4 fights a game, no injuries all year, and kids not breaking leg from dirty hits and getting concussions from dirty hits and stuff like that, to now where you have 4 fights in 50 games and kids breaking their arms and collarbones and dirty hits, and it's crazy. Like the night and day difference of injuries. Also, it might be because kids are, who knows, but
kids are fragile.
Yeah, but the night and day difference.
I'm fragile,
and not even kids, but 16 through 20-year-olds, right? But like seeing the difference of like the 30 fights in a year versus the 3 fights and the injuries.
So you think the fight actually makes people not do the dirty hits because they know they're going to get it bad? Yeah, okay.
Correct. And a lot of times, like especially in like what we play in, most of the times they just have 2 linesmen that can't actually call penalties, and then 1 guy that could call penalties. And if his back's away from you, all fair, all good, right? And that's when kids actually get hurt. Like I've seen some crazy shit. I've seen kids losing testicles, like literally from getting cup checked from underneath, coming back, and literally his testicle blowing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's irreversible.
I'm thinking about it exploding on my face right now.
You get what I'm saying? But like it's like stuff like that wouldn't happen if there was still
a proper fist fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just using. I have so many of those different examples, but that's.
Have you punched a helmet? How is that?
It hurts.
It hurts a lot.
It hurts really.
You're
bad.
like, I wish that was.
You learn how to uppercut pretty fast.
Yeah, let's go up.
Yeah, that's how you learn. But I mean, like when I was first started coaching, when I was playing, you could take off your helmets. So now you can't even take off your helmets.
Whoa. Okay.
And then most kids have the visors. So then you're punching plastic either way. You're gonna cut your hand on the visor. So the only way is to go up, right?
Do you ever punch with the glove on, or is that lame? It's not cool.
That's not cool.
You don't want a clip of you punching with the glove. So like
back in the day, there's something called like locker boxing, and like I think the last time I had locker boxed is my best friend Blake. There's actually a video of us on Facebook from like 2007. But we're like 15 years old, right? Like it was cool then, I guess. Like you go in the locker room and you're like, oh, let's locker box. So yeah, you just put on your helmets and gloves and you just box it out and just have fun. But now, like if you did that in a game and like actually tried to punch someone, you're a B word.
Got you.
Got
you. A Bremerton Sockeye? No.
That's not gonna happen. That is not happening. No. Like you could go play for the Seattle Totems.
Yeah.
Little shot. Just kidding.
So are there like rivalry teams, but there are also like, is there like a Goliath type guy out there that's like towering over everybody that like beats everybody up?
Yeah. So like in our league last year, there's a team called the Vernal Oilers who we actually played this year. Also, they're in our division. They won the national championship. So out of like the 90 whatever teams
from Utah,
from Vernal,
it's the water down there. Those Mormons.
Literally. It's Vernal's a crazy place to go.
Yeah,
it's people have like fifth eyes there, but whatever.
What? Beautiful fifth eyes. Beautiful.
Something in the water down there.
Yeah,
but that's same thing with Medford, Oregon.
Right.
But that's why I called it Medford, not Medford.
Medford. Yeah.
Like whenever we go down there, like guys, look at their fan base. This is the PSA to not do drugs. I literally tell them all the time. Look across the fan base. You see all those people. Don't want to end up like that.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing down there.
Yeah. I mean, Bremerton's had our run-ins with it.
I love calling you it.
Right.
Not a driving here. I was like, wow.
Not our sports team.
No.
Not our sports team.
Not at all. The transient people. The transplants that moved here.
I mean, Bremerton's honestly gotten a lot better, I think, in 10 years. Like 10 years ago to now. Now it's looking better. It was rough. COVID was rough, I think, on Bremerton. A lot of businesses had
out. Yeah,
but people are resilient. They bounce back.
Well, it's a beautiful city too. I mean, there's a couple of buildings. Like if they could clean up a couple of those buildings, like
absolutely,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
like even the downtown, like the walk. I don't even know what you call it.
Yeah, the boardwalk.
Yeah,
there are hints of big city craft restaurants and shops and now having a hockey team, like an actual hockey team that has that goes on the road and comes back, and we have a rock band. It's called MXPX. But
I love it.
It's we need all these things, and
we are make an intro for us.
Yeah, we need all these things.
No, you should make a song intro.
A song intro?
Fuck yeah. That'd be sick for the Sockeyes.
All right, yeah.
Oh, dude. Management, please approve that. That'd be sick.
Let's talk about it.
We'll talk about it. That'd be sick, actually.
That would be fun. That'd be rad.
Our guys walk
I've been
out
talking to the Kraken about doing something, but, who knows if they'll do it ever.
They have so many streams they have to drum through. Luckily,
they do.
Luckily, you're talking to the guy that pulls the strings.
I think I'm a little more likely to get in.
You definitely
Bremerton.
You can make it happen right now. I can record it right now.
Right.
I'm looking at setup.
You're on drums, right?
I got it.
Do you play any instruments?
No.
Never got into music?
No, so I actually did try drumming when I was a kid, but I wasn't very good.
No.
And unfortunately,
didn't stick with it. Yeah. It takes a while. I mean, I feel like it takes 6 months to a year just to be able to really play a few things.
My lady tells me I'm tone deaf, so
okay.
When I sing, it doesn't work out either. So
all right,
I don't know. It kind of musically not inclined is not my thing.
All right, I had a question about the team, about
the
name Sockeyes.
I didn't name it.
I don't hate it. I get it. It's a fish. But there's a lot of, there's a lot of things it could have been. So why Sockeyes? Probably.
I asked the team owner why he named it Sockeyes last season. So this has been like a 2-year process. I was going to take this job last year, but I wanted to finish out my time in Tahoe. I had a lot of returning players from our first year and whatnot. I asked him why he named it the Sockeyes because could have come up with a lot of different things, right? And his answer was because it's very prevalent in this area. So
yeah.
We're going with that.
Yeah,
very prevalent in the area is why we named it that.
Right. It is.
So
I guess.
Yeah.
I've never gotten bit by a Sockeye.
Apparently they don't have teeth. And we did. So listen to this. You're gonna love this story. So we got asked to go volunteer at this salmon conserve party thing, right?
Yeah.
So we're there. We set up helped check people in. We had my guys in the jerseys. 15 different people walked up to me and said, "Hey, the Sockeyes don't have teeth." Every single
but ours does.
But ours do. We got the bite. What do you mean? We're different.
We're evolving.
Yeah, we're
That's
different.
Good.
Chernobyl hit us, I guess.
Yeah, the Sockeye Sharks, right? I don't, like I said, I don't hate it. I get that I get why it's better than salmons,
what would you have named it?
I was thinking about that, and I don't think I came up with a name that's better than Sockeye, so I'll say that. But a few that I was like, and they could also be already taken. But Bremerton Yardbirds,
cool.
But that's kind of like okay, that's yard whatever. But that's what we're known for, the shipyard.
Totally. Shipyard.
Bremerton. We can't be the Bears. That's too basic, right? Bremerton, but I didn't think of this now, but I just thought of it now. The Bremerton Baboons.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious, actually.
I'd be like, wait, why did you guys? Because baboons have
they're vicious.
Look at their ass.
Yeah, they're vicious. What do you mean? That's a bubble butt. Come on.
Yeah, they got a bubble butt.
They do.
Cal Raleigh's been inspiring us all.
Hey, that's how it be.
Okay, so no, but really the only real one I came up with was Yardbirds, and
it actually makes a lot of sense. That's a good one.
Some sort of birds,
a pelican looking thing, or what would be the logo?
Yeah, I guess that could be more seen as pelican. So you would want it to be a bird that looks rough, like almost like a buzzard.
Yeah, cool.
Even though we don't have buzzards around here, but I think it would be cool. But Sockeye's cool too, and I like that you added the teeth. Not that you did.
Yeah,
I don't know who did. But
I did not.
You should make it look even more like a shark on one of the
only
t-shirts.
thing I did to the logo was add hockey club under it.
There you go.
Because it would just say Bremerton Sockeyes, and I was like, yo, no one knows what it is.
What that is, yeah. No, I really like the design. It's cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll get you a shirt.
Dope.
Yeah, we have them all coming in. So luckily everything will be here early September. So we got replica jerseys.
You're going to sell jerseys?
We are.
Nice.
Hats, hoodies.
Excellent.
Blankets. We're doing blankets this year. That's one thing that, especially living in Tahoe the last 2 years, our rink in Tahoe was so cold. Mm-hmm. And I begged and begged and begged and begged for the owner to order team blankets.
Yeah.
Everyone would do it.
Everybody would buy that.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I coached a team in Butte, Montana in 2016, and we had blankets, and every single person in the stands at one point through the season bought one. Like, everyone had one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, this is a lost revenue. Like, we could get blankets for like $15.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Some for $40.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some people want to sell them for 60, 70. I'm like, nah, like, what?
I have to mention it because it popped into my head, but I mean, Bremerton blankets.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
That'd be funny. Yeah, I think recruiting for that would be a little difficult.
Yeah, is it wet?
Yeah, literally. That's hilarious. Yeah,
it's
even
electric. It's electric.
It's electric blanket.
Like, I'm not buying it.
Even like when I was recruiting kids this summer, obviously the Sockeyes only won 7 games last year, so that was a task in its own.
Okay.
You have to be really bad to only win 7 games.
Right.
Or 3 or whatever it may be.
How many games you have?
50.
50. So you want to at least go 30 and up.
Yeah, 30 and up is the standard for sure.
Because all teams have bad nights. All teams have bad games.
Yeah.
So you have to factor that in too. Okay,
totally.
We're going to lose some.
Totally.
And you're going to lose to a team you shouldn't have lost
Amen.
to.
Always.
That always happens, right?
Always.
And then you're going to beat the team you shouldn't have won,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
Always. Yeah, so like that's for me, it's like if you could win 35 games, no matter what, you're going to be first or second in your division and have home ice for playoffs. And that's like another way for the team to actually make more money is by hosting playoffs instead of having to go on travel, because then you have to pay for the travel. Every road trip costs about, let's call it $9,000 to $12,000 depending on where you're going, because we're paying for 3 meals a day, we're paying for the rooms, we're doing paying for the gas, flights, all of it, right? So if you don't have to go travel for playoffs outside of nationals, you do okay.
You save a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big factor.
If you look at it at the business side, at the end it is a business. Right?
Of course.
Like it sucks, but it is definitely a business.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Always is.
Always is.
But we like to, support businesses.
Yep.
We like to support people and communities.
Local businesses.
And local, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would say we're 100% local, but the team owners actually lives on Vancouver Island, but everyone else is local, right? Like,
okay.
I live in Tacoma, but driving up every day just makes it easier.
Yeah.
My free baby or child care is in Bonnie Lake and Buckley, so can't live all the way up here. And
yeah,
we're literally halfway. It actually works out. I'm halfway in between where all that is and then the rink, so it's just right in the middle. So
right on.
It worked out.
Excellent.
Coming from like where I lived in Tahoe, where I was 5 minutes away from the rink, but then also we had like a housing compound there, and I had 30 of my players living right across the street from me 24/7. So
that's some extra work as well.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and it was a lot.
I bet.
it was not fun. I mean, it was fun. We had a good year or a good 2 years there, but it was a lot of extra stuff outside of just being a hockey coach. It's not just you don't go there to just coach hockey. Same thing with here. Like, I'm not just a hockey coach, and that's like the biggest thing I think why I think that we'll do decent and why my teams have done decent in the past is because my players do know that I ride for them, and I do care about them, and I have like an open door policy, whether it be they want to talk about their parents getting a divorce, their mom dying, their dad, like I've had it all, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think once our guys know, and then I tell my guys too, like my guys have seen me cry, like I'm real with them. And so like I think once that barrier is broken, that's when success actually happens. And then that's when people like actually buy into what you're doing.
Nice. Couple questions before we go.
Yep.
Favorite sports movie?
Well, if I don't say Miracle, I gotta say Miracle. I have to.
Why?
Because I'm a hockey guy.
Who's in it?
Herb Brooks.
Herb Brooks. Is it?
Well, it's not Herb Brooks.
I've never seen the movie, so
you've never seen
No,
Miracle?
no.
It's about the 1980 USA Olympic hockey team.
Okay, I've heard of it. Yes,
the Soviet Union.
Okay,
I make all my Russian players watch it every year.
watched. Wait, what year was that?
1980.
I watched it.
Yeah, Miracle on Ice.
I was a little kid. But
yeah, Lake Placid, New York. Yeah, that's probably that or Slapshot.
Okay, great movie. I've seen that one.
Yeah, Slapshot's classic. Yeah,
Strange Brew, also kind of.
Yeah, that's a good
not really a hockey movie, but kind of.
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
Favorite sports coach, past or present, doesn't have to, whatever you think.
Honestly, Dan Campbell, Detroit Lions.
Okay, I like him.
He's my spirit animal.
Yeah,
yeah.
You like his vibe, his attitude,
all of it.
His commitment,
all of it. Massive Dan Campbell fan.
He's willing to take massive risks
all the time, all day long. Yeah,
I like
a lot of people stay away from the risk. Where he's like, let's do it. Where I feel like I coach the same way. Yeah, no, Dan Campbell, final answer all day long, without a doubt.
All right, we're happy to have you here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to have you at a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's do it to it. Bremerton Sockeyes.